Hi, the purpose of this presentation is to give you a brief idea about trend following. Now, uh, when I'm recording this, I'm not in the best of my health, so there may be some little disruptions. Uh, and even before you go to the next slide or spend even a single minute, let me tell you very frankly, ना इसमें कोई मैजिक इंडिकेटर है ना इससे फ्रॉम टुमारो ऑनवर्ड्स यू विल बी एबल टू टेक बेटर ट्रेड्स ना कोई स्टॉक रिकमेंडेशन है एंड थिंग्स दैट आई एम गोइंग टू टॉक अबाउट इज ऑलरेडी टोल्ड मल्टीपल टाइम्स बाय सो मेनी पीपल दैट यू मे गेट इवन बोर्ड and I'm not the best person to talk about it. There are far better content creators and trainers available, but still I am taking this effort because uh, I have been mostly silent throughout my trading journey. I recently started tweeting because of very few close friends pushing me to do it. But when I'm tweeting or talking about stock ideas, first of all, I don't get much time, right? And secondly, when I'm talking about these stocks, I don't even know whether you are able to understand and relate to why we are taking the trades or why we are exiting the trends. What is the emotion going behind it? And I felt that it is necessary to talk about trend following. So that's the purpose. There's no other agenda. There's nothing that I'm wanting to sell to you or convince you to do. And trend following आने से पहले I have been into multiple strategies. I have tried multiple methods of trading, failed miserably in so many, but I'm lucky to survive, and I felt somehow it is my duty to pass it on to you. So that's my motive, that's my agenda. There are things which this presentation will do, there are things which it won't deliver. So I just wanted to set the context before even we proceed. Now, trend following is not just a trading strategy, even though we talk about trend following as a trading strategy, but this is my own understanding, and I may be wrong, that once you are a trend follower, you start looking at life differently. आप सिर्फ ट्रेडिंग में नहीं, मतलब हर एक चीज़ में ना वो ट्रेंड फॉलोइंग के जो प्रिंसिपल्स हैं, यू विल सी ऑटोमेटिकली इट विल कम इन टू यू, राइट? एंड द बेसिक प्रिंसिपल, द कोर टेनेंट, ट्रेंड फॉलोइंग की जो कोर है ना, वो है इमोशनलेस डिसिप्लिन. एंड इट्स वेरी टफ. आई मीन, I've done option selling, I've done so many, tough strategies, algos, executions, etc. But when someone talks about trend following, gives you the ways and methods of doing it, you will start feeling, भाई ये इतना आसान है, कर क्या रहा है तू, इतना आसान चीज़, and you are not able to replicate it. The reason is that even though it will look very simple, the whole game is in the emotions. And to manage one's emotions through the spikes, through the ups and downs, it's the most difficult thing to do. Now, what are the fundamentals of trend following? The fundamental beliefs, the things that trend follower should have in his system are, few things. I mean, I wish I had learnt it earlier, but I think people has to go through the pain. People has to go through that trauma of failing, and then only they realize that no one can predict the future. जितने भी एनालिस्ट, जितने भी रिसर्च पेपर्स आप पढ़ लो या फिर इंडिकेटर्स आप लगा लो, things are laggard, these are lagging indicators. Price happens going forward, things happen going forward, and nobody knows. There is no crystal ball gazing. No one can predict the future. You can anticipate, you can react, but you cannot predict. And if you can take out these situations, ऐसा हो सकता है, क्या लगता है, right? These things, if you can take it out of your life, you will focus more on what's happening now, what's actually is happening. And if you can do it, you are in an advantageous stage. And let me be frank with you, मेरे में पहले ऐसा था नहीं. I was always future obsessed. मुझे लगता था कि that I should be able to predict properly, and then only I'll become a good trader. And not only in trading, believe me, in my past professional life, I was always looking forward to future ऐसा हो सकता है, future में ऐसा करना है. But that doesn't help. What matters is, you need to do things, or you need to have methods which you can measure. You don't need to know everything, right? That what will happen next, but you need to be able to react, and the price is the only truth. वही सच है. भाव भगवान छे लोग ऐसे बोलते नहीं है, मतलब it's really something which you should believe, that there may be stories, narratives, so many fancy things being talked about, but what happens on screen, the price is the actual truth that you can react to. And it can only move up, it can only move down, or it can remain sideways. And do whatever, even the most successful trader will undergo phases of losses, they will take wrong trades, but this is a part of a trader's life. You have to accept it. And there is only now. There's no past, there's no future. You can do n number of back testing, but and n number of predicting the future, but what happens now is beyond your control. Now these are fundamental beliefs of trend following system. It's philosophical, right? It's not technical, mathematical way of taking trades, but philosophical. Yes, थोड़ा समझना होगा. I know I may be sounding a little bit boring, but this is what makes trend following. Now, as I tried to tell you that, हर एक के जिंदगी में एक pivot point आता है, right? Where you kind of you either go up or down. मतलब track change होता है, direction change होता है, right? It happened in my life, and I'm sure everyone's life. You had a couple of multiple pivot points, where your journey changes. Once I started learning about Jesse Livermore, that was one pivot, I will say. Now, one can learn from his brilliant success, but one should also look at his fantastic failures, the way he failed, the tragic end. There is a lot more to learn in that failure also. He was one of the best trend followers, probably the best in the entire history of trading, and there's a lot to learn. But there's also one pivot where I was introduced to trend following by Michael Covel, right? A game changer. And I always suggest that you should go through these books, right? Not only Jesse Livermore's or Dervas. There are so many books. I mean, I can talk about it, but these two are essentials as a trend follower to just start the journey, start thinking about it. And there are a lot of books by brilliant traders, educators, mentors. I munched most of them. Like, for example, Michael Covel, all the books, Ed Seykota or Tom Basso, Van Tharp, Minervini, Paul Tudor Jones, Weinstein, William O'Neill, and definitely the Martin Pring, Al Brooks, and Welswelder of this world for the technical analysis part of it. You need to know all. And there's no fundamental trading system or a technical trading systems. I think all of it will get blurred. ये जो pivot जैसा होगा ना, मतलब the moment you pivot to a professional trader, before that you will have multiple phases of failure. You will have multiple phases of indirection, multiple phases of going through wrong mentors, multiple phases of spending so much of money into a lot of trading, training, fanciful indicators, etc. ये सब होगा आपके साथ, ये लाइफ में आपका होने वाला है, तभी जाके वो पिवट होगा. I still today I spend so much of money to make sure that I am present in every training that's available. चाहे वो 250 रुपया दे के वो क्लिक बेट कोई ऐड हो या फिर 50,000 का कोई कोर्स बेच रहा है, मैं जाता हूँ, मैं वहाँ पे अपना सीट रखता हूँ. बिकॉज you also need to be humble enough to accept that anyone can teach you. Always be in that mode where you are learning something, you are absorbing something from even one of the craziest situations life throws at you. So that was my pivot, and it happened, I think, a couple of years back. But the reason I'm telling you is that to understand trend following, you need to have a solid base of a few books, of a few mentor or trader who has demystified this following, the principles of trend following, and also fundamentals and technical analysis. And I believe that it will take some time. Now, what is a trend? There are various theories about trend, and ultimately the idea is to understand a trend and convert it into a tradable action. Ultimately पैसा बनाना है, right? भले theory जितना भी हो, मतलब ultimately जब तक आप पैसा नहीं बनाओगे तो it doesn't make any sense. Now, there are various ways of understanding trend, but deep down, all the trend-based concepts, they share the same gene. Gene same hai, but the systems, the reflections, a little bit different. One trader to the other, one mentor to the other, one trend following system to the other. There is a difference. The reason I'm telling you this is that suppose the basic, the first ones, the Dows and the Wyckoffs, right? What they said that there will be an accumulation phase, and then there will be a little blip, little jump in the prices, which is a minor trend, and then again it will settle down. It will frustrate you, and then you will see a major trend. The price will go up, the supply kind of absorbs, and then due to the demand, due to the rise of demand, the price increases, and then again there will be a distribution slowly and gradually over a period of time. The stock will be distributed, the instrument will be distributed, and again a blip, a small lower high, and then after this minor trend, the major trend or downfall will happen. This is the cycle of life, also trades. I mean, I think you will find it in life as well as trading, that there will be an accumulation, there will be a major upward trend, then there will be a distribution, and then the major downward trend. So Dow and Wyckoff are the first theories that one should look at. And at a very basic level, a higher high, higher low, and a lower low and a lower high is all what trends are made of. And you can dice and slice that into any time frame where you are comfortable, because a trend can be seen as the waves in a sea. There will be bigger waves, and even in those bigger waves you will find smaller ripples. So waves and ripples, trends are there everywhere. It depends on the time frame that you are choosing to see the trend. Now, if you look at Sam Weinstein's theories, right, there's a stage 1, stage 2 analysis. He talks all about stages. That also is something similar. There is a stage 1 where the stock is being accumulated, or it kind of absorbs the supply, and then the demand goes up. There's a markup phase, and then there is a stage 3 and markdown, right? It all depends on the basic concept of supply and demand, right? You take Minervini, right? And definitely William O'Neill, right? The cup and handle, or the VCPs, the volatility compression. The core tenet of these theories are also the accumulation phase, or the volatility getting compressed, in the cup and handle phase also the supply is getting absorbed, and then a major trend starts. Now, all that I'm trying to drive, all these theories needs to be drilled down, all their books needs to be mugged up, seen through, charts needs to be validated, revalidated. But all I'm trying to convey to you is that essentially all these theories boils down to a trend, a major trend and a minor trend. There's an accumulation phase and a distribution phase. The supply getting absorbed, the demand rising will lead to a price markup or a markdown, vice versa. And if you dice and slice a market or any chart in any time frame, depending on any of the theories of these brilliant traders, you will find that there is a trading phase where you will get whipsaws, low range up and down, right, suddenly giving rise to a very clear, definite move, which is called the trend. And this trending phase can be an upward trending phase, the markups, or can be a downward trending phase, which is a markdown, right? And as a trend follower, right, it is essential to understand that the trending phase will be fewer times, right? So ये जो trending move जो आएगा ना, वो definitely compared to the trading range जहाँ पे वो whipsaws होता है, उसके comparison में it will be very fewer number of times, right? But it will also give you the highest probability of large profits. पैसा, मोटा पैसा बनाने का जो स्कोप है ना, वो आपको ये जो कम अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ हैं right? The fewer opportunities of trending moves इसी में आएगा. And the trend follower is never interested कि he will enter at the एकदम cheapest range में वो घुसेगा and then एकदम high पे top पे जाके वो exit करेगा, right? I mean only a liar and God can do this, that entering at the lowest price and exiting at the highest, the topmost. There may be good traders, but don't get me wrong, but it's nearly impossible to repeat this entry exit over a period of time. नहीं कर सकते. But the trend follower is more interested to capture the mean meat. That means ये top और bottom के बीच में ये जो rupee signs दिया हुआ है, irrespective of whether it is an upward trend or it is a downward trend, the trend follower wants to capture this move, this money. This is what he is interested in. And this is not only price, this is not only the movement of the price, but also in what momentum and in what is the strength of this move that will depend how much money you will make. So even though we say that it is price, that's the only truth, but you also need to understand that the relative strength, the strength of the movement is also very important. कई बार आपके साथ भी हुआ होगा, अपने साथ भी होता है that we have captured the right trend. सारे सही स्टॉक्स में हम लोगों ने एंट्री मारे, पर वहाँ पे ना वो मोटा पैसा नहीं बना. And then there are trades wherein we have entered at the right phase, but surprisingly, because of the momentum, because of the strength, the relative strength of that particular counter, we have made huge money. So as a trend follower, I'll again repeat that you need to focus on catching these fewer trending moves. Now here's a catch. How will you know that this is going to be that big trade? Answer is, you will never know. That's why a trend follower takes many trades, and he will lose many trades, and he will find few winning trades. We are going to detail this, why I am telling you this. But first, let's understand. ये एक बार में तो होगा नहीं. मतलब you have to really, I mean, I often repeat during my tweets that you have to take 300 trades of your own based on your own system, put your own damn hard-earned money. You have to document those trades over a 300 days period, and then only you will be in a phase where you can just look at a chart and your eyes are so trained, you know that where is this trendless period, कहाँ पे जाके मतलब there is a chance, there is a higher probability that a trend will form. And where is this probability? I'm always talking about probability. I'm not saying कि आपको एकदम बिल्कुल ही समझ में आ जाएगा that यहाँ पे trend reversal होगा या फिर यहाँ पे trend बनेगा, right? But at least एक high probability gut feel एक generate होगा depending on this price movements that yes, something like this can happen. Now the key points is that only few trades will win big. That means what? That means you have to take, and nobody knows that which are those ones which will win big. That means you have to take multiple trades, and your objective is to how can I exit the loss making trades faster. Why? Because if you are taking 10 trades and if you are waiting in hope that इसमें से कोई चल जाएगा, right, what will happen? Your capital will get destroyed and you will not be able to take the next wave of more number of trades. The focus should be taking how can I take more trades and cut down my loss the moment I sense, the moment my system is saying that okay, you are about to hit stop loss and you need to get out, and you need to be ruthless in it. The moment you start doing it, और ये बहुत टफ है, मतलब ये मैं बोल रहा हूँ, मैं आज भी ऐसा मुझे भी प्रॉब्लम होता है कि that there are trades where I wait. There's a hope. Very recently I lost big money in CanBank because I was waiting, right? I think last 2 months back or so. It was a horrible trade. तो ऐसे ज्ञान बांटना बहुत आसान है, बट रियल लाइफ में जब मोटा पैसा आप खुद लगाओगे ना, जो one click that you are taking is in multiple crores, then बहुत गलती होगा. लेकिन आपको खुद को माफ भी करना होगा because you need to take more number of trades. You need to keep your losses small, right? The moment you do that, then your capacity to hold on to winning trades will increase, and that's what a trend follower always want to do. That how can I ride the trend? Again, riding winners is even more difficult. The moment you start seeing a positive MTM, the moment you start seeing green numbers, and the moment it crosses certain figure, mental figure आपके लिए मेरे लिए different होगा, but जब भी वो mental figure वो hit करता है ना, मान लीजिए 1,00,000 रुपया, राइट, आपका MTM में 1,00,000 आ गया एक लॉट पे या एक पोजीशन पे, तो डिफ़िकल्ट हो जाता है. आपको लगता है अरे यार ये प्रॉफिट ना चला जाए, इसको बुक कर लेता हूँ, थोड़ा विपसॉज हो गया, मार्केट थोड़ा डाउन हो गया, मैं निकल जाता हूँ. नाउ ऑल कटिंग लॉसेस विल हेल्प यू टू डेवलप दैट कैपेसिटी टू होल्ड ऑन टू द विनर्स. क्योंकि आपके पोजीशन में जब आप लूजर्स को कट ऑफ करते जाओगे ना, then you will be focusing only on winning stocks with a positive mark to market, which essentially you will not even look at. After a certain point of time, you will not look at it because you will be so obsessed with system. And one has to observe. You cannot predict. मेरे ख्याल से ट्रेंड फॉलोइंग में सबसे डिफिकल्ट जो चीज़ है ना, वो है ये ज़ीरो प्रेडिक्शन. मैं आए दिन अपने व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप्स और इसमें मैं देखता हूँ कि दैट देर आर सो मेनी पीपल गिविंग सो मेनी प्रेडिक्शंस, इतने सारे रिसर्च रिपोर्ट्स, राइट, ऑल फैंसी रिसर्च रिपोर्ट्स, एंड हाउ विल यू शट डाउन ऑल दोज नॉइजेस? सर आपको क्या लगता है ऐसा होगा? सर आपको ये स्टॉक आपने देखा है क्या, क्या मूवमेंट है, राइट? ऑल दीज आर नॉइज, राइट. अर्लियर डाउ जोन्स के मूवमेंट्स, अभी तो गिफ्ट हो गया, मतलब पहले वो SGX निफ्टी मूवमेंट्स, all of those overnight predictions, and then market opens up, it does totally ulta and you are not able to react. Why? Because आपके मन में तो वो bias बैठ गया है कि ये तो ऐसा होने वाला है, ऐसा तो होना चाहिए उसको, लेकिन वो नहीं कर रहा है. मार्केट इज़ अ बीस्ट ऑफ विद अ माइंड ऑफ इट्स ओन. वो वही करेगा जो उसको करना है. इट्स अ कलेक्टिव साइकोलॉजी. सो इट्स वेरी हार्ड नॉट टू प्रेडिक्ट. इट्स वेरी हार्ड टू शट डाउन ऑल द नॉइजेस. बट अगर ट्रेंड फॉलोअर बनना है ना, तो वो आपको करना होगा. वो जहर का घूंट आपको पीना पड़ेगा, राइट. एंड इट विल टेक टाइम. आज मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ ना, मेरे से भी नहीं होता, ठीक है. कभी कभार कुछ न्यूज़ आइटम आ जाता है, मैं भी मतलब बौखला जाता हूँ. मुझे भी लगता है अरे यार ये तो होल्ड करना चाहिए था, राइट. इट विल टेक टाइम. द बिगर ट्रेंड फॉलोअर you will become sort of a cold hearted one. You will start enjoying life as it goes. ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस नहीं लोगे. And that's the beauty of trend following. And the risk management part of a trend follower is something which makes him hold on to the winning trades. Or the position sizing. जो मोटा पैसे के बारे में हम लोग बात करते हैं ना, मैं तो बार बार ट्वीट करता हूँ कि you need to be on the right flavor of the market, because ये छुटका प्रॉफिट जो हम लोग जो निकालते हैं ना, it's not going to help you much, right? It may give you some sort of a comfort, but you will not be able to maximize your account. And for that you need to hold on to a trade. Depends again on your time frame. If it is a trading focused position that you are taking, right, at least minimum day time frame, we are going to talk about it in the next slides, but just give you an idea. But आपको position size करना होगा. Trend followers biggest weapon is position sizing. Whenever you know that I have cut down so many loss making positions, I have taken the pain, small छोटा loss जो है ना, dying by a million cuts, right? After you have absorbed that, then you found that okay, these two trades are going in my favor, in my direction. तब आप क्या करोगे? It's not only sitting and enjoying that particular ride, but you also have to size up. You also have to risk bigger on those winning trades, and that is where the big money comes in. Again, this also is extremely difficult emotionally, क्योंकि it's very simple. आपने देखा कि structurally there is a stock giving a breakout at 100, right? You purchased it and now it is 200. अभी 200 पे आप पोजीशन साइजिंग कर पाओगे? नहीं कर पाओगे, क्योंकि आपके दिमाग में ये आएगा अरे यार मैं तो ये 100 में खरीदा था, तब का लिया होता तो मेरे पास अभी ऐसा होता. तो ऑल दीज प्रोजेक्शंस, प्रेडिक्शंस तब दिमाग में आ जाएंगे. इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू टेक 100 का माल 200 में, पर पैसा उसी में बनता है, right? We are going to talk about it. So how trend following is different. अगर आप एक टेक्निकल डिस्क्रिशनरी जो ट्रेडिंग होता है, राइट, टेक्निकल चार्ट बेस्ड और टेक्निकल फार्मूला और इंडिकेटर बेस्ड, or rather fundamental, fundamental trading, where you do analyze a counter depending on its price performance, its potential, predict their competitive modes, etc., etc. And how is it different from trend following, right? So I have oversimplified it, and I may be totally wrong. पहले ही disclaimer दे रहा हूँ कि I may be totally wrong. There are people, super traders who can defy everything, and they are doing good in technical, in fundamental, in trend following. तो super hero सब में है, मैं नहीं हूँ, right? And I believe that everyone is trying to be, people who are spending this much of time is trying to be, and that's why it's a generalized statement. कल को जाके उठ के खड़ा होके ये मत बोलना कि अरे आपने तो ऐसा बोला था कि that this is wrong, this is, ऐसा नहीं है, right? This is a generic statement, but in technical we give more focus on price, volume, indicators. Fundamental में balance sheet, at one point of time in my past life I was a balance sheet obsessed guy, right? Complex analysis, projections, predictions, competitive mode, technology, the pest analysis, etc., etc. 5 porters, 5, anyways, the strategic models, etc. But in trend following, it's just price. I mean, price does not mean only price, but also the strength of the price, the RSI, to be precise. That's the secret sauce of trend following. And technical or fundamental, it tries to project, it tries to predict, right? In fundamental, it will predict that this company is right now at an X valuation, and this company should be 100x over a period of 1, 2, 3, 4 years. It's a prediction. Similarly, and people are damn good at it, right? Don't get me wrong. And in technical also, that depending on the chart structure or a flag or a pole or a cup and handle breakout, or that also is a prediction. What is trend following? Trend following mein entry mein all these things will be mixed, right? In a classic trend following, a trend follower will just go through the prices, and if it is in the direction, he will ramp up his position. But nowadays I think everyone, because we have gone through technical and fundamental all, when we take an entry, I think it's a mix of little bit of technical, little bit of fundamental, so entries becomes like that, right? But still there is no prediction, involved कि कल को ये prices ऐसा होगा, we will have to get out, okay, news ऐसा आ गया तो ऐसा होगा, right? It's more reactive. It reacts to price. It does not predict. There's a difference. There's a lot of good podcast in Michael Covell's website. You can go and go through them. It will really help you understand what I'm trying to say. In technical, there is backtesting. Fundamental में backtesting तो नहीं होता. It's basically forward projections. Trend following में backtesting करते हैं, but I'll talk about this. It's more of manual backtesting that will help you develop a sort of a gut, right? You can use automated backtesting to validate, right? But manual backtesting is great. Target trend following में होता नहीं है, because we are not predicting that the trend will end here or there, and we are also not wanting to exit at the top. आपको याद होगा, we have talked about that we want to take the mean meat. That means ऊपर और नीचे के बीच में जो that mean profit जो है ना, वो हम लोग निकालने की कोशिश करते हैं. So it has to be emotionless. क्योंकि ये जो छोटा छोटा लॉस जो आप लोगे ना, जो जिसके बारे में मैं बात कर रहा था, कि दैट यू विल हैव टू मैक्सिमाइज योर प्रोबेबिलिटी. दैट मीन्स यू हैव टू टेक मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ पोजीशन, 10, 12 पोजीशंस, एंड आउट ऑफ दैट 8, 6, 7, 8 विल नॉट वर्क इन फेवर ऑफ यू, राइट? तो वो छोटा छोटा लॉस लेते लेते ना आप थक जाओगे, राइट? इमोशंस अप एंड डाउन बहुत होगा. इवन इन विनिंग पोजिशंस, व्हेन यू आर विनिंग, मार्केट में थोड़ा सा भी ऊपर नीचे हो गया, यू विल गो थ्रू दोज इमोशनल, द ड्रॉ डाउन पेन्स. ट्रेंड फॉलोअर का सबसे बड़ा खतरनाक जो होता है ना, वो है ड्रॉ डाउन पेन. फंडामेंटल में इमोशन इज़ वेरी हाई. फंडामेंटल, आप सोचो कि जिस आदमी ने 100 पे एक स्टॉक पे दांव लगाया है, एंड ही इज़ वेटिंग ओवर पीरियड ऑफ लेट्स से 10 or 20 years, what sort of emotional attachment he has with that particular stock? We don't have, right? Technical में partly emotion plays partly, but it's there. Now, is it consistent? Is the strategy consistent? Trend following is extremely consistent, right? But technical also maybe. Uh, the consistency depending on strategy, depending on experience and expertise of the guy who is doing it. Fundamental may also similar. I mean, consistency can come depending on the experience of the person, right? But still, it's hard to. It's hard to. The rules are very complex, be it technical or fundamental. I mean, most of you know. I'm expecting that you have already gone through those lives of, technical trainings. Post COVID, तो मेरे ख्याल से everyone has gone through the technical part of it thoroughly. So you know that it's very complex. Trend following is a very simple rule. You can pick up any EMAs or super trends or Donchian channels, Keltner bands, Bollinger bands, and you can create your trend following system. The win ratio is pathetic in trend following. Now, don't get me wrong when I say pathetic, right? Out of 10, even if you are getting some 3 to 4 right positions, it is enough for me. Because when I win, when a trend follower wins, he wins big. He will hold on to it, he will pyramid those positions, and he will make sure that he is compensating for all the losses of those 7-8 positions where we have cut our losses small. Technical mein win ratio is very high, and fundamental is moderate to high, depending again on the experience and expertise of the person. So this is basically how trend following is different. Now, what are the core principles of trend following, right? We have to make profit. The trend follower makes profit both in up and down markets where there is clarity, right? Now, when I say clear up and down markets, that's a very tough statement to do, right? There are whipsaws market. Think of from this Sam Weinstein stage analysis, that theory, or let's say a basic Dow theory. When there is an accumulation or distribution happening, when there are whipsaws, a trend follower will not make money. I think very recently, in recent times, post-COVID, 2022 was a damn tough year for trend followers. Like 2023 September onwards, things turned in trend followers' favor. But post-COVID, that 2022 period was pretty tough because it was a range-bound market. So we need to have a clear trending market. Now, when I say that, again, you have to keep this in mind, that the time frame is important. I may not get a very clear trend in a daily time frame or a weekly time frame or a monthly time frame, but I may get clear trends in intraday time frames. Even though I personally don't do, but there are a lot many players who have different names of their strategies, but they are also essentially trend followers. Only difference is that they are doing trend following is in lower time frames. There's no buy and hold analysis. We don't buy and then we analyze, stock ऐसा कर सकता है, वैसा कर सकता है, predict करें, news flow आ गया बहुत positive तो उसको hold करके बैठे रहे. Boss, we are zero emotion. If the system says that okay, you have to exit, even if you have the best of the news flows, I will exit. For me, my system is my God. And the big money is made in letting the profits run. I don't get out of my winning position without a system triggering or my money management principle saying that, okay, Swarna, you have to get out now, right? Without any triggers, I don't get out of winning positions. And there's no fixed targets also, because who knows? Who knows how far it will go? How do you define an overbought position? RSI 70 के ऊपर हो गया overbought. A trending stock will defy all logic. A PFC REC kind of movement, a trend followers dream movement happened, right? Go and check those charts. Even the charts of ABB, Siemens, Cummins, even before the story, the narrative started getting solidly built around this data center thing. Data center players kaun rahega, right? Even before that, when the smart money was making positions, the charts were clearly indicating that there is a trend developing. And if someone was having those targets or this RSI overbought or oversold also, similarly, he would never ever be able to take positions. Recently, I think Reliance, spectacular movement. लोग वहाँ पे रेजिस्टेंस ढूंढ रहे थे, लोग वहाँ पे शॉर्टिंग कर रहे थे. सिल्वर पे भी सिमिलर, लोग वहाँ पे शॉर्टिंग कर रहे थे, राइट? एज अ ट्रेंड फॉलोअर विल नॉट डू इट, बिकॉज ट्रेंड फॉलोअर विल नेवर प्रेडिक्ट एंड ही विल बी ऑन द राइट साइड ऑफ द ट्रेंड. चल रहा है ना, उसको क्यों रोके? मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया, बचपन में आई थिंक यू हैव गॉन थ्रू इट ना, देयर इज एन इनर्शिया. To stop it, you will need a force, an opposite force, right? Some friction is required. So the trend following essentially takes mass psychology into account, right? आपको psychology समझना है. Psychology is not as simple as you may say that, अच्छा, so you are saying थोड़ा तो भेड़ चाल है, so अपने को we have to, you know, get into those flows. Trend following is not भेड़ चाल, right? We at times take trades which essentially looks like contra, right? But it is not, because the system triggers a sell signal much before the crowd even, you know, gets there. So mass psychology is something different. I don't know, I don't think we will be able to complete the psychology part in it. Everything that I'm saying will require expansion, will require at least one session like this to detail. But just, you know, for the sake of this first episode, you may say, just take this, that, you know, mass psychology needs to be considered. Mass psychology is equivalent to general market condition, right? Trend following also has a very strong historical performance. I mean, I can go back in time and through backtesting also we can validate that this trend following signals, the trend following captures, point-wise captures have been phenomenal, right? There is a historical data, right? And since trend following can be replicated across instruments, across markets, मतलब ये principle लेके आप फ्यूचर एंड मतलब कमोडिटीज़ में भी ट्रेड कर सकते हो, राइट? आप करेंसी में भी ट्रेड कर सकते हो, आप इक्विटी में तो डेफिनेटली ट्रेड कर सकते हो, बिटकॉइन में भी लगा सकते हो, राइट? सो ट्रेडिशनल डाइवर्सिफिकेशन जो होता है ना, कि मैंने क्रूड लिया और गोल्ड शॉर्ट कर लिया, या फिर मतलब द क्लासिकल डाइवर्सिफिकेशन, trend following will give you a different perspective altogether, because it is based on price action. So even if traditional contra diversification, जो मतलब किसी एक को लॉन्ग करेंगे तो ऐसा शॉर्ट होना चाहिए था, अगर वो प्राइस एक्शन नहीं दिखाता ना, so it will not allow you to diversify in that way. It may give you a different instrument altogether. It's very 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 interesting facet of trend following. पर इतना भाषण सुनने के बाद आई एम श्योर यू माइट बी आस्किंग, भाई इंडिया में काम करता है क्या ट्रेंड फॉलोइंग? ये जो हम लोग करते हैं, ये जो ट्रेड्स लेते हैं, इंडिया में काम करता है क्या, राइट? देखो, ट्विटर या सोशल मीडिया में रिकमेंडेशंस इन द गार्ब ऑफ टॉकिंग अबाउट फॉर एजुकेशनल पर्पसेस इज़ वेरी ईजी. जब तक आप वो जो सारे ट्रेड्स जो एक पर्सन डाल रहा है ना, उसकी एंट्री और एग्जिट को एक एक्सेल में नहीं डालोगे, और उसकी जो एफिशिएंसी है, राइट, व्हाट इज़ द ROI, व्हाट इज़ द लॉस रेशियो, व्हाट इज़ द शार्पी रेशियो वगैरह, ये सब जब तक आप डालोगे नहीं ना, टिल दैट टाइम यू शुड नॉट, यू नो, हैव दैट कॉन्फिडेंस कि बॉस इसका सुन के मैं कुछ पैसा बना सकता हूँ, राइट? सो डज इट वर्क इन इंडिया? नाउ there are some India specific examples. I've taken a trend following system based on this efficiency ratio, etc. But forget all this. You know, you can put any trend following indicators. It will work similarly, right? तो इंडिकेटर को भूल जाओ, राइट? द प्राइस पैरामीटर्स जो है उस पे अपने को ध्यान देना है, राइट? And just one disclaimer, I don't remember from where I picked these slides, but I picked these slides from somewhere. I'm frankly not able to understand. Slide in the sense this ये जो price chart है, I picked it from somewhere. Frankly I'm not able to recollect. But अगर बाद में मुझे याद आया तो then I'll definitely give credits and rights to this. So 2008 में जब ये crash हुआ था, a trend following system, right? It's not only an indicator, right? सो डोंट गेट मी टू सेइंग दैट स्वर्णा, पहले तो आपने बताया था कि वो इंडिकेटर बेस्ड नहीं है. इंडिकेटर इज जस्ट वन पार्ट ऑफ इट. सो इन 2008 क्रैश, अ ट्रेंड फॉलोइंग सिस्टम not only gave the right triggers but also helped you to hold on to your shots, right? it allowed you to be on the short side, right? Similarly, like Lehman Brothers crisis, right? And you can put any, I'm repeating, any indicator, right, based on which you have built your trend following system. It will give you similar results. That it will not show you a early exit or early exit from a trending move, and that move can either be negative, which the last two slides I had shown, or the positive one, just like this, India election results, right? Or the budget candles or the budget movements, right? I've intentionally taken some older samples. You can project it very well, projected to 2020 COVID and all, but post-mortem does not excite me. तो मैं आपको ये दिखा तो ज़रूर रहा हूँ, but it does not, it's not exciting for me. It's back testing and all, it doesn't excite me, right? Now, how will you develop a trend following system, right? Essentially, if you are able to address these 5 questions, your trend following system is ready, right? What are those 5 questions? That in what market, right, do you buy or sell? That needs to be answered. कौन से टाइम पे कौन से मार्केट में आप बाई या सेल करोगे, राइट? हाउ मच ऑफ अ मार्केट डू यू बाई और सेल, right? So which market, how much do you sell, when do you sell, and when do you get out of your losing bets, and when do you get out of your winning bets? Basically ये 5 questions अपने को address करना है. So if you want to make a trend following system, this is what you have to do. And I'm giving you all sorts of points, and you have already spent a lot of time. I know I'm trying to speed it up, and each of these can be kind of blown up into a one session each. But while developing a trend following systems, you need to select an indicator for entry, stop loss, scale in, scale out. Scale in, scale out is basically whether you pyramid it or you want to get slowly out of it from your supersized position. आपके पास 10 lot है, so you want to slowly get out of it, and a final exit. And it will be based primarily on momentum, volatility, price action, right? In what time frame are you comfortable, right? You may be comfortable at a longer time frame. Let's say, for example, I am comfortable in day time frame, right? My entries are based on day time frame. For my momentum portfolio, right? Our momentum portfolio, we do a weekly time frame analysis, right? It is also essential to create a group of preferred stocks. You can trend following can be implemented across the markets, across instruments, but you as a person, you need to have a preferred stock list, right? And you need to manually backtest. You need to really dig deep into the psychology of those stocks, and you have to understand how they move in different different parameters. Drawdown emotion कैसे manage करोगे? So psychology addressal. So when you are down, when your mood is absolutely bitter, how will you heal yourself? खुद को माफ कैसे करोगे? This is also a part of your trend following system. And essentially preserving the profit. Profit को बचाओगे कैसे? Profit तो बना लिया. देखो अपना जो गुरु था Jesse Livermore, he also died so unhappy with all the money. He was bankrupted, I think, a couple of times, and then ultimately he ended his own life. And then you have some brilliant traders who are happy, who are enjoying their life. I mean, if you ask me, I want a life like Tom Basso. Enjoy the ride. He always says, enjoy the ride. I mean, he's Mr. Serenity. You look at his face, glowing, always peaceful, right? That's my objective. So how do you preserve the profit? That's also is an essential part of building your trend following system. Now let's dig deep into all this. I'm sorry that it's getting stretched, but if you are able to survive through the presentation, or if you choose to pause, play at your own pace, this may help you understand the trend following philosophy as a whole, and then maybe we can take small sessions. Now how will you select the indicators? Again, indicator is just a small part of it. Classic trend following does not require any indicator. but आज के दिन में there's so much of noise and you are in so much of rush, you will need help, sort of crutches, not crutches, but basically some sort of a help to identify the price. Essentially, you are looking at price, but classic trend following does not require it. It is the way that we have bastardized trend following. So you will be able to select from a wide array of very simple indicators. For entry, you may choose like Donchian channel. What it essentially gives you is an idea that depending on the time frame that you have chosen, or 20 days or 50 days, is price moving beyond that, that level. Key is to understand a cross or a breach of a level, either up or down. You can choose moving averages, EMAs, Keltner bands or Bollinger bands to identify those entry points. The confirmation is essential. Now you may get an entry signal out of 10 stocks. How will you choose that out of 10 which one you should prefer, right? And there, this CCI, RSI or MACD or ADX, this sort of the strength indicators will help you. I personally use RSI. Again, even though it is not required for a classic trend follower, I am contaminated. It's my weakness because of this so much of going on. I take help of an RSI also to kind of filter out my good trades. The stop loss can be EMAs or a super trend levels, or you can have your own levels. You go through the charts and you see at what point the price starts getting weak or start giving you the signal that that now the trend may be over. And I personally use super trend, and I think since it's an ATR based bands, any ATR based bands can work out, but any range breach out, average trading range or average true range breakouts can be a great support system for either you to scale in or scale out. The final exit can be super trends again, or on a daily close basis. You may have it something as simple as 3 दिन का लो ब्रीच करेगा तो मैं निकल जाऊंगा, या फिर अप मूव में है 10 दिन के लिए तो 2 दिन का जो या प्रीवियस डे का भी अगर लो रेंज है ब्रेक करेगा तो मैं निकल जाऊंगा, राइट? ऐसा भी हो सकता है. देयर आर फ्यू nuances. The secret sauces तो नहीं बोलूँगा, but everyone kind of uses this sort of basic indicators. It's not very complex, but execution is complex. Execution complex इस तरीके से कि आप कौन से टाइम पे आपकी एग्जिट जो है आवरली पे लोगे, आवरली टाइम फ्रेम पे लोगे, कौन से मार्केट सिचुएशन में आप उसको 15 मिनट पे लोगे, रिजल्ट के बाद आप क्या करोगे, राइट? या फिर मान लो एक स्टॉक बहुत भाग चुका है, राइट? यू आर इन दैट पर्टिकुलर ट्रेड फॉर 1 month, देन हाउ विल यू एग्जिट? मन में हो रहा है कि चलो अभी बुक कर लेते हैं, उसके लिए भी क्या सिस्टम आप डालोगे? दोज आर द नुएंसेस एंड फ्लेवर्स. वन हैज टू वर्क ऑन इट, राइट? एंड एज आई सेड दैट ईच ऑफ दिस कैन बी मेड इनटू सुपर सेशंस. The selecting the time frame thus becomes very essential. Like Jesse Livermore used to say that you have to have a top down trading method. It doesn't matter if you wait. Confirmation के लिए wait करोगे ना, थोड़ा प्रीमियम भी देना पड़ेगा ना, it's okay. So as a trend follower you may see this trade कि 200 का माल हम लोग 210 220 में भी लेंगे ना, तो it's for us it does not make any sense. बहुत लोगों को देखता हूँ कि एक ट्रेड में 5 रुपया थोड़ा इधर उधर हो गया एंट्री मारने में, सो दे स्टार्ट आस्किंग, अरे स्वर्ण इसमें तो 5 रुपये लेट हो गया, इसमें तो देन द प्राइस इज गोइंग अप. Does it make any difference? For a trend follower, it does not make much of a difference. Actually, it's good. In a way, it is confirming that there is demand. People are ready to give you 200 से 205 का price, right? So it's better to wait out to see that the price is moving in your direction. Do not haste. Give that premium. It's your insurance, right? And have a top-down method. Forest to trees. The general market has to be understood thoroughly. Now, for that you need to understand what type of a trader you are, right? When I say general market condition or forest to tree approach, is that let's say you have a system where you take entry in 10-2, 10-3, 10-1, 5-1, whatever, super trend लेवल पे, या EMA 21 पे आप ट्रेड करते हो, या फिर EMA 63 पे आप एंट्री मारते हो, आपका वीकली टाइम फ्रेम है, राइट. ऑल दिस इज गुड, द ट्रिगर हैज कम, बट इसका कोई गारंटी नहीं है कि वो चलेगा, बिकॉज जनरल मार्केट हैज टू गिव यू दैट पुश, द टेलविंड हैज टू बी देयर. Suppose you are driving an aircraft, right, and you have tremendous headwinds. You might be having the best Pratt and Whitney engine to move you forward, right? You have got a super strong engine, but you will not get a good flow without turbulence if there are a lot of headwinds. So general market is basically which will give be like a flow of stream. नदी में अगर एक पत्ता गिरता है ना, how it flows, it just has to change directions little bit here and there, but नदी का जो बहाव है वो उसी पे जाता है ना. So you have to understand general market condition is that. So भले आपका 10-2 या 10-3 या ये सुपर ट्रेंड या फिर EMA या फिर बोलिंजर बैंड या केल्टनर बैंड में आपका ये बाई आ रहा हो, you may use that particular indicator, or you may look at the price levels of your Nifty or Bank Nifty or constituting whichever index it follows, जो स्टॉक उसमें है या नहीं है. निफ्टी को ही आप देख लो, तो उसमें क्या हो रहा है ना, वो आपको समझना बहुत ज़रूरी है. एंड यू ऑल्सो नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड द इंटरप्ले. मैनुअल बैक टेस्टिंग की बात हम लोग करेंगे, बट मैनुअल बैक टेस्टिंग में दिस बिकम्स इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट वन इज टू टेस्ट दैट डिपेंडिंग ऑन योर chosen indicators or price levels, how the stock has performed, but also depending on the index movement, a buy signal may behave differently. तो इंडेक्स में अगर सेल है और स्टॉक में अगर आप बाई कर रहे हो, इट मे गिव यू 10 पॉइंट्स. इंडेक्स में अगर बाई है और आपके स्टॉक में भी बाई है, इट मे गिव यू 100 पॉइंट्स. सो मैनुअल बैक टेस्टिंग में वो उभर के आता है. सो the time frame is not only important in terms of entry but also in terms of exits. long term players जो होते हैं ना, वो तो मंथली टाइम फ्रेम में काम करते हैं. बड़े बड़े इन्वेस्टर्स जो हैं, राइट, हम लोग उसको झेल नहीं पाते, बट दैट दोज आर रियल ट्रेंड फॉलोइंग. बहुत लोग क्वेश्चन करते हैं, अच्छा कैश में ट्रेंड फॉलोइंग हो सकता है? मैं बोलता हूँ अरे यार, कैश में तो सबसे बढ़िया ट्रेंड फॉलोइंग होगा, राइट, बिकॉज यू विल बी एबल टू होल्ड ऑन. आपके मन में प्रेशर नहीं रहेगा. FNO में जैसे ही जाओगे, आई डोंट डू ऑप्शंस, बट फ्यूचर्स में जब भी आप जाओगे, ऑप्शंस आई यूज ओनली फॉर हेजिंग एंड ऑल, बट वहाँ पे आपको माइंड में ना एक प्रेशर आपको हमेशा रहेगा, राइट. यू विल ऑलवेज हैव दैट प्रेशर, ओके दिस हैज़ गॉट एन एक्सपायरी, राइट, एंड आई हैव टू सी दिस स्टॉक परफॉर्मिंग, राइट. Nowadays our styles are changing. Nowadays we know how to hold on for long, hedge shifting, वो सब करके we are doing it for last 3-4 years. But otherwise cash works the best. So if you want to do your portfolios, trend following is a superb strategy to build a momentum portfolio sort of architecture. In fact, we have our momentum portfolio, which we publish for learning and understanding that how we are selecting the stocks. You may very well, see how we are entering and exiting those stocks on a long-term perspective, not trading. You can say it's semi-investment. Then comes selecting the stocks, right? Setting up a trading stock basket. I'm sharing my personal example. जैसे Trent, right? Trent is a stock. Before Marcellus entered, Trent had given a couple of buy signals. I entered and I was brutalized by that stock. मतलब नाम सुन के डर लगता था कि उसके वॉलेटिलिटी इतना है. डिक्सन, अनदर स्टॉक, डर लगता था यार. LTIM, कोफोर्ज, 100-200 का मूवमेंट ऐसे दे देता था, मतलब very tough, right? And essentially I was wanting to keep it out. Adani was like one of the luckiest stocks, right? Whenever I was touching it was giving me good money. 3 साल पहले की बात कर रहा हूँ. I was like, wow, super stocks. Now then the mix changes. Last 1 year I think I've been extremely lucky in ABB, Cummins, Siemens, this sort of stocks, right? So don't go by gut base, the gut or the emotions. Like for example, recent times HDFC AMC में मेरा पैसा कभी नहीं बनता है. मेटल में मैं कभी भी पैसा नहीं बना सकता हूँ JSW छोड़ के, राइट. सो आपके पर्सनल प्रेफरेंस रह सकते हैं, बट जस्ट ट्राई टू थिंक दैट व्हाट आर दोज स्टॉक्स. नाउ यू कैनॉट टेक पोजिशन इन ऑल 185 एफ एन ओ स्टॉक्स, और इवन इफ यू आर डूइंग कैश ट्रेडिंग, वहाँ पे आप सारों के ऊपर आप फोकस नहीं कर सकते. सो यू नीड सम फिल्टरिंग क्राइटेरियाज. कैश में जैसे हम लोग बोलते हैं कॉर्पोरेट गवर्नेंस इशू शुड बी जीरो. दैट्स माई फर्स्ट criteria. 5,000 market capitalization is must. Then there is certain growth parameters of P has to expand in a certain way. Page ratio has to be in a certain way, right? That's for cash. And for F&O, maybe depending on comfort, depending on manual backtesting, depending on prior performance, I'll create a sort of a basket. See, पैसा बनाने के लिए ना एक दो स्टॉक काफ़ी है आपके. वो मैं जैसे बता रहा था कि दैट आपने 10 में पोजीशन लिया, पैसा बना के देगा 2 या 3, राइट. सो यू डोंट नीड मेनी स्टॉक्स, यू नीड मेनी पोजीशंस, बट यू डोंट नीड मेनी स्टॉक्स. सो अगर आपने 10 या 15 भी स्टॉक आपने मगअप कर लिया ना थ्रू बैक टेस्टिंग, मैनुअल बैक टेस्टिंग, इट विल डू वंडर्स फॉर यू. एंड you need to also validate this through the scanners, whatever time frame you are comfortable with. You need to be obsessed. ये लोग बोलते हैं ना पार्ट टाइम ट्रेडिंग, वो लोग महान है. मैं महान नहीं हूँ. जब तक पार्ट टाइम ट्रेडिंग करता था, आई एम ओवरसीज इन अ डिफरेंट टाइम जोन, एंड दैट उल्लू के जैसा बैठ के मैं वो ट्रेड कर रहा हूँ. छोटा ट्रेड मार के छोड़ दिया कि देन आई एम ड्राइविंग, आई एम इन अ डिस्टेंट प्लेस एंड ऑल दैट. मैं नहीं कर पाया. मीन्स माई सक्सेस केम व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड टेकिंग दिस एज अ बिजनेस. when I was totally in the game, and only the game can teach you the game. ये जो गेम है ना, ये समझने के लिए आपको खुद का पैसा, खुद का इमोशन, रोना धोना, फेल होना, सब कुछ करना होगा, तब जाके बनोगे. ये अगर वो पार्ट टाइम रहेगा ना, पार्ट टाइम सेकेंडरी सोर्स ऑफ इनकम, ऑल दोज फैंसी वर्ड्स, उसके लिए टफ है. कोई लोग कर लेते हैं, मैं नहीं कर पाया. आई फेल्ड मिजरेबली इन दैट, एंड आई कैन शेयर दैट ओपनली. उसके लिए म्यूचुअल फंड है भाई, उसके लिए थोड़ा पैसा देके प्रोफेशनल मनी मैनेजर्स आर देयर हु आर ऑब्सेस्ड विद दिस. बट एनीवेज, दैट्स आई एम डाइग्रेसिंग फ्रॉम द टॉपिक, बट दिस इज माई पर्सनल फीलिंग. एंड आई हैव बीन हार्पिंग अबाउट दिस मैनुअल बैक टेस्टिंग. बार बार बोल रहा हूँ ना, मैनुअल बैक टेस्टिंग करो, मैनुअल बैक टेस्टिंग करो. क्यों करो? आप बोलोगे टुडे आई हैव गॉट, मैं एमी ब्रोकर में फटाफट मैं ये डालूंगा, मेरे पास डेटा पाइपलाइन है, आई विल पुट दैट एंड it will work out fine for me. I'll get to know, right? आजकल तो मतलब सिमुलेटर से भी, मतलब वेब में जाओगे, you choose the website, choose the stock, choose the, and it will give you, right? Then why manual back testing? Paper trading or manual back testing, these are different. The paper trading हो गया, back testing with system. These are intellectual masturbation. And sorry for the language, but these are intellectual masturbation. Manual backtesting will also give you 50 to 60% of the grip. आपका actual जो test है ना, that will happen only when you put your money, because with real money comes real emotion. आपने रोया है जब ट्रेड्स आपका गलत गया हो? आपका ऐसा सिचुएशन हुआ है जब आपको लग रहा है कि दैट आई डोंट वांट टू बी इन द टॉक्सिसिटी ऑफ द कॉर्पोरेट पॉलिटिक्स, आई एम फेड अप विद दिस जेट सेट लाइफ ऑफ माइन, एंड आई वांट टू जस्ट गेट आउट ऑफ इट. दीज आर रियल इमोशंस. बिजनेस करने के लिए बैठे हो, आपके एम्प्लॉयज़ एजिटेटेड स्टेट में आ रहे हैं, या फिर ग्राहक सामने बैठा है, ये सारे इमोशंस आप रिप्लिकेट कर पाओगे? या फिर आप ट्रेड कर रहे हो और आपकी बीवी बोल रही है, अरे यार, मतलब यू आर बिहेविंग लाइक अ ज़ॉम्बी, व्हाट आर यू गेटिंग आउट ऑफ दिस ट्रेडिंग, एंड एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. आई मीन, आई मीट अ लॉट ऑफ ट्रेडर्स, यंगस्टर्स. The real life, the real emotions are completely different from this intellectual masturbation of social media influencers and this indicator obsessed the sellers and all these algos and stuff. It's a different world. So once you start manually backtesting with your indicators or price levels, you will find more confidence. You will start understanding the behavior of the stock. Each and every stock is like an individual. उस हर एक का ना एक अजीब व गरीब साइकोलॉजी रहता है. These are living things. बिकॉज ये स्टॉक के पीछे जो है ना, देयर मे बी मिलियंस ऑफ रियल लिविंग पीपल हु आर इन्वेस्टिंग देयर इमोशंस. एक बजाज फिनेंस के पीछे एक्चुअल इन्वेस्टर्स हैं ना, जिनके एक्चुअल इमोशंस हैं, विच गेट्स रिफ्लेक्टेड इन द प्राइस ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ टाइम, एंड इट चेंजेस. Today's Bajaj Finance is a different beast compared to the Bajaj Finance of 15 years back, when it was a money maker. So think of this mass psychology part. Think of stocks as living, breathing creatures. Once you understand that, you will realize the importance of manual backtesting and understanding the importance of psychology of a particular stock. So know your stock. Treat them as a creature. इट्स अ कॉम्पोजिट मैन. वो ये थोड़ा फैंसी शब्द हो गया. कॉम्पोजिट मैन का मतलब है देर आर वेरियस पीपल बेटिंग ऑन इट, बेटिंग अगेंस्ट और बेटिंग इन फेवर, राइट. एंड ये फेवर और अगेंस्ट, ये जो दोनों तरीके के जो लोग हैं ना, उनकी जो साइकोलॉजी है, इनकी जो कॉम्पोजिट है, इसकी जो रिलेटिव इम्पैक्ट है, वो आपको समझना है, राइट. एंड ये एक्सपीरियंस के साथ होगा. ये ऐसे 5-10 मिनट का कोई ट्रेनिंग वगैरह कुछ सुन लिया या फिर वो प्रेजेंटेशन सुन लिया तो उससे नहीं होगा. 1-2 दिन का मैनुअल बैक टेस्टिंग में भी नहीं होगा. पैसा आएगा, पैसा जाएगा वो स्टॉक में, तब जाके उसकी नब्स को आप पकड़ पाओगे. बट ये नुएंसेस को पकड़ना बहुत मुश्किल है. एंड वेरी रिवॉर्डिंग दिस इज ऑल्सो वेरी रिवॉर्डिंग. नाउ दिस इज समथिंग विच इज close to my heart, and I talk about it a lot with a lot of traders. Weekends pay, I have a system where if someone buys me a cup of coffee, definitely I spend time in terms of talking with that person on his emotional side of it. Now, what is a drawdown emotion? Now, when you trade, you are not only trading your capital, you are trading your psychology. I think it's not only the drawdown emotion, this entire psychology part of trading is transformational. I mean, the first phases of one's trading career goes being obsessed with finding the right indicator, finding the right mentor, finding the right principles, finding the right systems of trading, setting up their trading environment, all of this, the trading business, that takes most of a person's time. But the second phase, where he becomes successful, where he scales up, is when the pivot is the trading psychology, the trading transformation of the trading psychology. So drawdown emotion is a smaller word for a trend follower, but not only drawdown emotion, even in terms of while winning, how your mind plays is the secret sauce of a trend follower. Now, one needs to have this risk first approach. What is a risk first approach? Whenever we say that risk first, तो आप बोलोगे अरे ये ट्रेड में ना मेरा मान के चलता हूँ, मेरा मतलब कोई एक एब्सोल्यूट फिगर दोगे 10,000 20,000 या फिर कोई परसेंटेज पॉइंट बोल दोगे, वो आई कैन मैनेज अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 6 to 8% लॉस, राइट. Risk first is not only the capital that you can lose, but you also need to understand how much mental capital you are ready to give to the trade. See, the drawdown pressure of an Adani will not be the same that of HDFC Bank. Now, I don't want to get into details of those individual stocks, but I'm sure you are able to understand. Depending on the lot sizes, your mental capital will be upar niche, depending on the market situation. So this psychological capital is extremely important, right? और ये शुरू में नहीं आएगा, शुरू में आप समझ नहीं पाओगे, बाद में धीरे धीरे ना you will find that on a weekend maybe you will start hedging, because you will say that, oh, I will prefer to sleep over the weekend, peacefully. So even if I let go of some part of the profit, it's okay. ये पहले नहीं होगा. पहले आप बोलोगे वो आई एम सो वेरी कॉन्फिडेंट, सिस्टम में तो है ना अभी भाई, तो कर लेंगे ना, ड्रॉ डाउन थोड़ा आएगा तो मैनेज कर लेंगे. बट जैसे जैसे यू विल मैच्योर एज अ ट्रेडर, all these money management, risk management rules will come into play. So profit जो ड्रॉडाउन होगा ना, MTM जब आप देखोगे, राइट, यू कैन स्टिल मैनेज इट, बट जब मेंटल कैपिटल डैमेज होगा, you will start behaving differently. I'll give you another example, personal example मैं दे रहा हूँ. I'm not a profitable trader, right? I'm talking about a couple of few years back. I'm not a profitable trader, and since I was in my past life from a particular industry, and I came to know, oh, this particular company is coming into you know with an IPO. I went all in with that IPO position, right? I made money, right? And I kept scaling up, and then the prices started going down. I was not tracking it, and then when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, I made so much of losses, right? So money loss was one. Second was ego loss of ego, right? I know this industry so well, and I was not able to predict. Ego will also hurt you, right? खुद को माफ नहीं कर पाओगे. और अभी भी मैं देखता हूँ, जब भी मैं ट्रेडर्स के साथ बात करता हूँ ना, दैट देयर हैज़ बीन सो मेनी इंस्टेंसेस वेयर देयर ईगो never allowed them to take a stop loss or never allowed them to take profit. But these are common. This happens. There is also a good amount of confusion that trend follower face, that whether it is a pullback or a reversal, right? ट्रेंड खत्म हो रहा है कि ट्रेंड पॉज ले रहा है. And during those times, the drawdowns, the nature of the drawdowns will be different. You must have seen there are sharp drawdowns. एक झटके में आपका MTM खत्म हो जाएगा, right? And then there are very slow, painful drawdowns, right? How will your system behave, right, during those situations? Now, I wish and I hope that there was any easy answers, but it only will come with experience. A loss-making trader, my psychology was different. A profitable trader, my psychology is a little bit different. Loss लेने की capacity, it was higher and bigger that time. Loss लेने की capacity, now I am more fragile. I don't like losses. Small losses I am okay. Multiple losses I am okay, right? But can I hold on to winning trades more better now? Yes. Can I mean, when during the initial phases, will I be riding my winning trades on a longer period of time? No. So all these things are very easy to say, लेकिन टाइम लगता है, एक्सपीरियंस लगता है, और एक या दो ऐसे सेशंस में आप इसको समझ भी नहीं पाओगे क्या बोल रहा हूँ. So it's totally up to you how you build your unshakable confidence mechanism. This will come with experience. This will come with people that you hang around with. एक ब्रेन से ना ट्रेडिंग जमता नहीं है. मतलब आई डोंट नो हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू विल अंडरस्टैंड और एक्सेप्ट दिस, बट when you see good, consistent, long-term traders, you will always find they work in a sort of a buddy mechanism, right? कोई ना कोई है उनके साथ. It's not only about just taking good trades, but it's also to share bad times and kind of compensate for each other, right? Complementing from each other. Competing force, there are many. You have to find a complementing force. It can be in form of a mentor, it can be in form of a trading buddy, or some certain partner groups. Not a big one, but very small concentrated ones you should have. Now remember, all these are theories, right? But ultimately at the end of the day, you need to understand the cycle, right? We go all in, right? ट्रेड कर रहे हैं मैकेनिकली, मैं भी करता हूँ. मतलब ट्रेड कर रहे हैं, मतलब आई थिंक आई टुक माई लास्ट break, I think 1.5 years back. I'm constantly trading, and I can sense I need a break. There are certain other exigencies, and since we are also scaling up the business, I'm not able to. But we need to learn the power of pause. As a trader, you need to understand that I may take an action, there will be a reaction, I will continue this cycle, right? And if I'm repeating this, if I'm having a simple trading mechanism which helps me do this repetition day in and day out, right, it's good. but there is also a phase where you need to learn to pause. The power of pause is an asset for any trend following trader. You need to learn that. So I took a lot of time, but I tried to kind of give you all that I can think of as a basic primer to trend following. And I'm sure that there are better content, better people, trainers who are already available, who has already told you so many books. So I don't know how much of it this is useful, but when you see my tweets or see other trend followers tweets, etc., it will help you relate to it, right? And agenda there's no agenda, zero agenda. So when you go through this, if there's episode 0, so definitely I'll try to create this sort of things whenever I feel like or get time. Please feel free to ask questions, or get it free of cost. Just take it. If I'm able to help someone transform his trading style, whatever comes as a form of a blessing will help me. Because at one of my lowest point in my life now, there were people who came as God sent. They helped me change my trading style, survive, thrive, and kind of scale up in ways unimaginable, right? And when I consult companies, not this trading part of it, but in other things I do, I always say that there is always a need to believe in the divine. You may be going in one path, but suddenly there can be certain changes. Don't defend it, be in the flow, accept it, and respect whoever is designing all those. So beyond fanciful indicators, the main differentiator is this belief system. Embrace whatever is coming to you. You need to achieve not a blip result or some huge money in one day. You have to build it up over time. You have to be consistent. The best teacher is your experience, so you have to slog a lot and be simple, be humble, right? Be a constant learner. Have this openness in your mind to learn from every situation and every person. And it's something amazing. Trading is amazing. These markets are absolutely stunning. There's no negative thing going around. It's all that we built in our mind. It's how you react to it. So believe in this and believe in yourself. And I hope that even if it helps you in a little way, right? I think I've done my part. So thanks a lot. And we end with our tagline, which we always keep repeating: focus on your process, rest is noise. Thank you once again.